Even the toilet here in the Seoul Tower has a view. Zero blinds, nothing. But it is pretty high up, so nobody can see you. This is Seoul, South Korea.
A city that is full of energy and life. A place with so many things to do and see. Luckily, I have you covered. This video is split into 2 parts, and with both of those, you will have your itinerary on what to do and see in Seoul set. We will start off with something super unique, a dog cafe. Now, there are a few of them in Seoul, but this is the one that I went to, and it was such a memorable experience, so I can highly recommend this place.
We came to a dog cafe. This one just came up straight. Oh, look how cute he is! Enjoying his little massage. Lots of dogs over here. They promise they want to be pet. And you can order drinks as well.
The way the dog cafe works is that you pay a small entrance fee of about 9,000 won per person, for which you also get a drink. As it is a cafe, you can order more drinks or snacks as well, and you can stay somewhere between 1 to 2 hours to play with or pet these super cute dogs. The dogs can freely choose who they want to interact with, which was really important for me. And for dog lovers, this is such an amazing experience. The employees of the cafe make sure that both the dog and you are happy and safe, and also that all the dogs get their equal share of love. If you want to see Seoul from high up, then one of your best options is to come to the Seoul Tower.
Here you have many ways to observe and see Seoul from the top. Number 1, you have these types of open observation desks, and there are actually many of them, which means it never gets crowded and you always have the opportunity to take a picture in peace. There are also many restaurants, coffee bars, anything you really want to spend the whole day here. You can also go up to the tower itself, and that is an additional ticket that you have to pay. On the tower you also have restaurants, observation places, and of course you are a little bit higher than here. In terms of tickets or how to get up here, you can either hike this up and hike it down, which is possible, people do it, or you can buy a cable car ticket. Also here you have 2 options. One you buy a round way, so up and down, and one just one way up. Makes it easy, and then you have a nice hike down to get a bit of a different experience as well. You have seen bridges with lovelocks before, but here you can actually stand in between Christmas trees of lovelocks, and actually there are 2 types of tickets. One of the tickets includes the option to buy a lock, and you can also manifest your love right here. It's like a light illumination show before we go up on the tower. This is like Seoul streets, the landscapes, the houses.
Coming up to the Seoul Tower is very impressive, as it is an iconic landmark of Korea. The view is really amazing, and you can see the entire city and surrounding areas in a 360 view. And even when you are in the bathroom, you will still get to enjoy the view in an unobstructed way. But luckily you are high enough, so nobody will see you, hopefully. Compared to other observation towers around the world, the Seoul Tower may officially be on the lower end, but due to its position on a small mountain, you are actually 480 meters above sea level, which is not bad at all.
So many things to do in this tower. You can write letters, wishes, send postcards, get dressed in a traditional outfit over there, get your pictures taken. Over there you can hang the pictures on the wall, so very interactive tower. From the Seoul Tower we came to Itaewon by bus, which is quite a short ride, around 10 minutes, 15 minutes we were here. And this area is known to be quite tourist-friendly, foreign-friendly area. Lots of pubs and clubs, and definitely something you can spend your evening at. And overall it just feels very alive. Lots of coffee shops, of course, and the different cuisines make it a completely different, again, experience and corner of Korea. It does say it is the Itaewon World Food Street, and this is very true because there are so many different cuisines here, from Turkish to Persian to Italian, literally anything you can want, and in combination with the traditional Korean barbecue or any Korean food, everything can be found here. It is really quite an experience.
You could probably spend half a day in Itaewon. As you can see here, there are a couple of walking tours you can take by yourself through the narrow streets and colorful neighborhood that has so many food options. It really has a celebrational and fun atmosphere here during the day or night, so you could probably come back a few times. However, this area will never be the same anymore, as in one of those narrow streets, a tragical accident happened on Halloween 2022. More than 150 people died in a stampede, which was really heartbreaking to see. I hope the memory of those people will be cherished in Itaewon, and this place will come to life again with more security measures on busy nights out.
We now came to another big area which is called Hondae, and over here there is a big university, so there are lots of students, and that means lots of life going on.
Actually, Hongdae is named after the university that is near here, which is the Hongik University, and is a prestigious art college. The influence of that is seen in the artistic vibe of this area, from musicians, street artists, and many clubs and bars with people freely expressing themselves. You can absolutely find the music that you like here for a night out, or you can simply walk around the streets, grab a bite to eat, and watch football right here.
Karaoke bar where you can look into the rooms of people singing, having fun. It's so cool.
Hongdae is also a perfect place to go shopping. That is from big stores to individual designer shops and charming street markets where you can find a real bargain or a souvenir to take home. I always really like the cute things that you can find here.
The pillows are so soft. We have this type of pillow at home, and oh, I love them. They're so soft, and outside and inside. This area feels very vibrant, is full of local people, and has this energetic vibe to it. There's lots to do, and at the same time everything is decorated very beautifully. All the restaurants are shining, decorations are everywhere. It just feels like a place you want to spend your evening at. This area behind me is Insadong, and it is mostly famous for being a place of tradition, culture, and a mix of modern and new. And over here you have lots of souvenir shops, coffee shops and restaurants. It is really alive, and it will just get busier and busier, and it is definitely a must-do place to come and walk around here. This mall is such a cool place. You have 4 floors of unique shops that focus on some creative art that either you can do in a DIY workshop or the seller would do for you. So for example, over here you have scratch cards that you can be playing around with. Over there you can create your dog from a material, and you can create necklaces, bags with stitches that you like, anything really. It's such a mix of creative places, and I feel like if this was in London it would be booked out 24 hours. Next to Ikseodong, there is the Ikseodong Hanok village, and it is quite different from the big street of Ikseodong. Here you have little alleys with traditional houses. People are selling some local crafts, souvenirs, there are restaurants and even traditional tea houses where we are heading to today. And in addition, there are lots of great photo stops and spots over here. You can just walk in the little valleys and you will find such amazing spots. It just gives you this local vibe everywhere you go, and it is quite a unique village because it is really big and long, and you can walk around and enjoy it.
The village is also a perfect place to try a traditional tea house.
This is a traditional Korean tea house where we came to. We ordered some persimmon tea and some Korean sweets. Really excited to try this, and the whole experience here is that you sit on the floor, you have the table over here and very calming music, plants everywhere, and everything feels just very relaxing. We are visiting the Gyeongbokgung Palace, and over here you can buy a ticket for a small fee to enter the actual palace. They also have some free guided tours. We chose the one in English, but I think there are also other languages.
Our lovely guide was very knowledgeable, and we learned a lot in that short amount of time that we had with her walking through the palace, which was roughly an hour. There are some people that hire private guides, but we took the group tour and it was perfectly fine for us. In fact, we learned more because other people are asking questions, and it was more interesting that way.
And one interesting fact that I learned about today is that the Korean alphabet was invented right here by the king.
The letter, it sounds ru. So upper side, it looks like number 2. Number 2, it makes I sound.
One amazing thing to do here is to watch the change of guard ceremony. It's a very, very unique ceremony that I've never seen like that before, and definitely worth to see. Thing you can also do here is you can rent a traditional outfit on the streets next to the palace and then walk the palace and take your pictures of that outfit. That's both for women and men. The palace was built in 1395, and as you walk through the grounds of it and the surroundings, you will feel that historical beauty all around it, and you might want to stay longer than you initially expected. Next to the palace you have a folklore museum. It has a couple of floors and a couple of sections. It's quite interesting to walk around here. The admission is free at the moment, and so it's a great addition to the palace tour. At the end of the royal palace there is a walk through memory lane, and it recreates a village of Korea and how Korea used to look like. So you walk across the street, you see many different houses representing many different things. For example, over here we see an old coffee house, and then if you walk down the street you can see different things, such as here there's a kitchen and you can look into it. Look at that, you just literally feel like you can walk down the street, visit your barber, visit your shop, get your eggs, get your groceries, and I love it.
This video has covered some of the must-visit places in Seoul, but the city has much more to offer, so please jump over to part 2 of this video.